Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Gemstones miner Gemfields is doing for emeralds what De Beers did for diamonds and is now hoping to repeat that performance in rubies. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer tells us more. Welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Shannon.
Gemfields is rolling out its art of colour strategy through Fabergé. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, it's all part of this Pallinghurst group. It's, Brian Gilbertson, he's got four main pillars within Pallinghurst. One of them is Gemfields, which is listed separately in London. Mm-hmm. Pallinghurst is listed in Johannesburg. So they've got this niche inside of the coloured gemstones, which used to be very strong in the 40s. It used to run neck and neck with diamonds. But diamonds organised themselves very well under De Beers. And suddenly, the clear-coloured stones just outstripped the coloured stones. But all of a sudden, colour is back. And with Fabergé, they're pushing this art of colour. Like, they used to say diamonds are forever, diamonds are girl's best friend, etc. They got those slogans going. Now they're trying to do the same, with the coloured gemstones through Fabergé. Now, Fabergé was also part of Pallinghurst, but it wasn't part of Gemfields. And then that deal was done to bring it into the same pillar as Gemfields within the Pallinghurst stable. And that is really proving really good for the company Gemfields, because it's taking it right close to the people who actually use these coloured gemstones. So now when we watch the Oscars, you see the people walking in, with the emeralds, and there's a lot going on at Harrods at the moment before Easter, because Fabergé has always been related to an egg shape, and also in New York. So that same sort of promotion that diamonds got is now being given to coloured gemstones, and they're hoping to really, put the rubies, and of course there'll be sapphires as well later probably, but emeralds is the thing at the moment that they're doing very well with.
Where are they sourced from, these rubies and sapphires?
Well, it's great. Africa is the source of the emeralds, and they've got that KGM mine in Zambia, which wasn't working too well, and now it's really doing very well. But, running the show, it's good to see Brian Gilbertson involved with Pallinghurst, but then Sean Gilbertson, his son, also very much involved with Gemfields. And then, Ian Hairbottle, we also get close to him because, of course, he went to school just over the hill here. He's a Germiston High School boy. So these guys are really doing quite well in the world stage with these coloured gemstones, and it's good to see them sort of performing the way they are.
The supply of coloured gemstones, as you mentioned, is more consistent.
Yes.
What does that mean for Gemfields?
Yes, I think in the past it was so fragmented that there wasn't a proper channel to market. They're creating that channel through auctions, and credible auctions, where the prices seem to be rising every time they have an auction. And people are starting to regard this as the way to buy their coloured gemstones, the ideal way. And once you get that sort of credibility going and transparency of the pricing, people gain more confidence in the stones, which these stones haven't had. Diamonds have had quite a lot of credibility, and that's why they've really gone into the market in the way they have. Of course, their volume is much bigger, so the coloured gemstones have got a long way to go, but at least they're trying to mimic what was done for diamonds, and that should be good for Africa, because the rubies now coming out of Mozambique, that'll be good for that country. And where they're going to get their sapphire from, I don't know, but that could be a third leg at some stage. So they're into these two main coloured gemstones now, and with the main streets of London and the fashion streets of London now blazing the emerald colours, and same with New York. It's quite a good feat. The Oscars also showing the emerald colour means that they're starting to get acceptance at the celebrity level, which is always an important yardstick.
And I suppose also they are mined ethically.
They push that very, very strongly, that they haven't got child labour, that they're doing things correctly. It's so important, because people will just turn off a product these days if there's anything untoward in the production of it, or people not being paid the proper salaries, or angst at production level, the wrong way of doing things with marketing, and the wrong way of doing things with producing always is a big turn off. And there's so much exposure these days. You know, you get into the headlines very, very fast if you're doing something wrong. So they're making sure that they do everything. Well, they keep on telling you that they will continue to do things very ethically because they know it's good for business.
Well, thank you very much, Martin.
It's a great pleasure, Shannon.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on South Africa's mining industry.